To be a president, the Constitution says you must be mentally and physically fit. In America, the President Joe Biden was actually asked not to participate in elections on account of his age, 79. When you have an 80-year-old president who keeps making erratic decisions, Mr. Speaker, I want to implore this Parliament that we subject our president to, now that he's 80, the periodical mental and physical test, because that's a requirement of the Constitution. You can see her, but the Constitution says so. As a
order, Dr. Rocky.
Like you can see here, there are some MPs who really see it like it's not right to call for that. They are more younger than the president himself, and they wouldn't wish to see someone calling for his retirement. Yet himself, several times have spoken about it. Someone at above 75 would be weak. Now himself as 80. It's not a track the statement he just made. It's more contradicting, right?
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I have listened to my senior colleague, Honorable Semuji, who happens to be the MP in an area where I live. He is trying to insinuate that an elderly person at 80 years cannot steer this country, cannot reason. Now, Right Honorable Speaker, if America is saying people at 80 should be subjected to other medical tests, but our president has not shown any sign of failing. He has not shown any sign of failing to discharge his duties. So, is Honorable Semuju in order to insinuate that our president, who is experienced to lead this country, is he in order to insinuate that our president cannot lead this country? Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, I am saying this in good faith because the makers of this constitution had actually put an article that at 75 you can't be a president. I was not in the CA. And the president himself, you know, before he came here, I was a journalist. When we interviewed him, he said at 75 you are tired. Someone who doesn't even remember that there is no governor for the central bank. We need, and I'm just doing this in good faith, even for his health.
Hi guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. My name is David Becky and I'm so happy again to welcome you back here. This is now Uganda. Today we are in Uganda. Ugandan MPs are calling for Museveni's resignation with immediate effect. Now this is an MP pushing this forward. So Uganda is an MP representing one of the constituencies in Kampala there. Calling for Museveni, who has been to power for since 1986, now coming to 40 years in few months. Now, President Museveni is about 80 years of age. He's above 80 years of age, and so physically could be looking a little tired. Now, like anyone who really wished well for Africa, it's not a bad question to ask the president, who is over 80 years now, to think of stepping down, leaving it for the young people. So you can see the government or the cabinet of Museveni itself is now the old man. Too many of them are old. If you look at really them physically, people are tired. Yeah, but I don't think it's a bad call. It is now a necessity because now you got more than 60% of the population of Uganda are young people. Now about 4 decades now in power. I don't think bad call. Why, to me, my mind would ask, why can't the NRM, the ruling party, think of someone young in that very party if they don't want to give it to some other parties now? Now those are the things we look at too. Maybe we also look at it in the regional countries like Kenya have got new leaders, Tanzania have got new leader, Burundi new leader, Congo new leader. Yeah, but also with the 40 years in power, we now look at a very much experienced leader in power who still looks to be willing to continue steering the country. But then Uganda is still ranked among the poorest countries in the world. How? With so much experience, but it look to be like not so much is being done. You know, those are some of the questions someone want to ask. Anyway, guys, I'm just pushing it up, and the MPs, some of the MPs in Parliament are now calling for. Yeah, my name's David Becky. I'm David Diao, and so happy, you know, to get back on this episode. Yeah, it's necessary to talk about the country. Yeah, we are talking about Africa. This is Africa. You know, let's talk Africa. Yeah, guys, thank you so much. Come back again. Thank you a lot. Share the video. Yeah, that's it. That was it with Uganda.